All right, welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Get started in just a minute or two here. Thank you for joining. As you all are coming in here, feel free to post in the chat on a scale of 1 to 10 how excited you are about this Summer Institute. I would be at like a 10 right now, if I were y'all. Um, just looking at this first slide in the presentation here, hypes me up. Yeah, Tay's at a 10 too. Love it. Jerica's also at a 10. We got 10 out of 10 energy today, this morning. Liz is almost there at a 9 out of 10, but it's okay. Maybe Liz hasn't had that caffeine. She's a Coke girly. We know that. So I'm just messing around, y'all. But thanks everybody for joining. Um, I'm Josh Aguilera. I am the host for our OACAC Professional Development Committee today, and we're very happy to have John Bates and Clarissa Fielders present this morning on Summer Institute. Um, this recording or this webinar will be recorded. So we are happy to have you all. Thank you, John and Clarissa. I'll hand it over to you.
Awesome. Hello, guys. Thanks for the tens, almost tens, Liz, but we'll get started. And we're going to tell you a little bit about SI. This is our kind of agenda for the day. So we're going to meet the co-chairs, figure out what SI is, go over conference details, what makes SI a little bit different than maybe what you're used to, and go over a little bit of registration. If you have questions, obviously feel free to drop them in the chat or you can save them to the end as well. So, like Josh mentioned, I'm Clarissa Fielders. I work for Eastern Michigan University as a regional rep. I've been in admission for about 3.5 years. This will be my 4th Summer Institute and my 2nd as co-chair.
And hi, everyone. My name is John Bates. I work at The Ohio State University as a domestic recruitment supervisor, and I recruit primarily in the Cincinnati region. I am just about to hit 3 years in admissions. This is my 2nd year in SI and my 1st year as co-chair. So let's talk a little bit about what Summer Institute is. So Summer Institute, aka SI, is really a conference for new admissions professionals with less than 2 years of experience, really to introduce them to the profession and allow for some great opportunities for them. This conference takes place over 3 days in the course of July. And each year the conference is hosted by a different Ohio institution. So this year, our Ohio institution that's hosting it is the University of Cincinnati. And those dates that we're hosting the conference will be July 23rd through July 25th.
And if you haven't noticed a reoccurring theme of our PowerPoint so far, our theme for the conference is Christmas in July. So we usually do a fun theme. We do have peer networking socials. So all of them will be like Christmas themed this year. We have a mentorship component to this, which kind of makes SI a little bit different than other like OACAC or NACAC conferences that you've been to, maybe. You get a group of mentors that get together and kind of teach you the ropes as a new professional. We'll kind of dive into that a little bit later as well. And then these are more targeted sessions. Usually when you go to an OACAC conference, the sessions can be about literally anything. These ones are kind of honed in specifically for new individuals.
So let's talk a little bit about what mentorship will look like. So we're looking for mentors who are admissions professionals with more than 4 years of experience. And when you're selected to be a mentor, you will complete mentor training with the Summer Institute committee. And during the conference, these mentors are expected to serve as that guide for new admissions professionals. So they're going to be working with a group of about 8 to 12 professionals, depending on what registration looks like this year. And these mentee groups are assigned to each mentor, again, based on that registration. These mentors are also expected to teach new professionals about college fairs, travel best practices, and really serve as that neutral guide to new professionals who are navigating their career. So give them those inside tips and tricks, and really what you've learned in the long period of time that you've been in the admissions profession and teaching admissions lingo, things like that, and really serve as that mentor, not just during the conference, but throughout these mentees' first year or first 2 years in the profession.
And I will say from my SI class, I am still in contact with my mentor. So it really is a true mentorship. So a little bit about presentation. So our mentors will do presentations, but anyone can also come do a presentation as well. So these are just a couple of examples that we've had throughout the last couple of years, just to kind of see what we're working with. So we have recruiting for your alma mater, how to use your story to sell your institution. From Road Warrior to Road Warrior, how to network and plan travel after your SI experience. The full service admissions professional. Welcome Gen Z, now what? My first college fair, you're not alone, engage alumni out on the road and bridging the gap, enhancing DEI efforts in college admissions for students and educators.
So this is kind of a preview of what our schedule will look like for Summer Institute. So you'll see that the first day and the third day are kind of like half days. So the first day you'll check in around 1 p.m. And the conference will kick off with a opening. Then we have some mentor sessions, some presentations, and dinner and a conference social. The second day is really the bulk of the conference with many different presentation sessions, another mentor session, and another social. That is also the day that we'll have the keynote speaker. And then finally, day 3 is kind of the wrap up where we host breakfast, another presentation session, our final mentor session to kind of send the new professionals out onto the road, and then finally some Q&A and closing remarks. So again, it really is a jam-packed schedule, but it's getting these new professionals a lot of the education and training that they need to be successful while out on the road.
And throughout the conference too, we make sure that we pinpoint like different networking opportunities with just like little mini games and things like that to get everyone kind of talking to people that are outside of their institution. So registration details, registration should be live now as of this morning on the new OACAC website. It is brand new and there's a little bit of construction involved. So give us a little bit of leeway. If it's not working 100%, feel free to reach out to John or I or the professional development team, and we can go ahead and kind of help you through that process if you're having issues with registration. But the cost for registration is $360 for all new professionals. And then mentors and presenters are free. There are still 2 more days open for those applications if you are interested in becoming a mentor and presenter after this presentation. And then, of course, we have to plug become an OACAC member. The benefits are definitely worth it.
So what does that cost cover? On-campus lodging is included in that, as well as the on-campus meals. the conference itself and all of the materials that you'll receive during the conference and the conference socials. So that registration cost really covers everything that you'll be doing during your time at the Summer Institute conference.
And I always do like to mention too, for on-campus lodging, it's Jack and Jill style rooms. So we are dorm living. It's very much like summer camp vibes a little bit. But you'll have your own room and then you'll share a bathroom with someone. And then the on-campus meals is just in the dining hall at the University of Cincinnati. And that's pretty much all we have. I put on the screen John and I's email, so you can tag that, write that down. If you have questions, put them in the chat. We'll gladly be here. You can email us questions if you have anything. But yeah, we'd love to see you at SI this July and come hang with us.
Awesome, y'all. Well, thank you so much, John and Clarissa. We'll stick around here for another few minutes. If there's questions in the chat or Q&A, use the Q&A if you feel like it's a question that we should answer to the whole group. But yeah, again, we will share out this recording to those who ask for it. And my final plug here, I'm going to drop a link in the chat for those of you who want to receive your professional development certificate. But thank you everybody for joining, and thanks to our presenters today. Give them a virtual round of applause. If you don't have any further questions, hopefully we'll see you next month at Summer Institute.
Thanks, everyone.